Hello, this is Dumont, and I'm here to do a review of Ultra Drago. Now this one right here is Baku Light, Neo Dragonoid 620Gs Aqueous Translucent. This one over here is Bakufrost Ultra Drago 580Gs. Okay, now as you know, this is the original, and he's supposed to evolve into this one right here. Honestly, to me, this one should not be called Ultra Drago. It should be called Neo Drago 2.0 because, I mean, come on, people, they're very similar. I mean, just take a look. You know, it's not much of an evolution if it is, honestly. Now, the feet right here, this one is manual and this one is automatic. That's the biggest difference. And of course, this one opens up to the side. This one rolls forward. I do prefer this one. For one thing, he can stand without a gate card, no problem. You know, whoops, there he goes. But look, he still maintains his balance quite well. You know, even though I'm shoving him around. Whereas this one right here will not stand at all. Okay, so if that's a big deal to you, then you're gonna prefer these feet. And the flappy things on the wing, it does make him look wider, you know, so he has more of a visual effect, but, you know, once again, I could care less about that. Everything else is very, very similar to each other, maybe a little bit of paint difference. I've noticed that the claw hands right here, they look slightly different in design, but I do like them both very much. The way the hand detail is right there, it's nice. I do like the snout right here. The jaw doesn't move. It doesn't open or close or anything, but it has a hole in the front for both of them, and you can actually see kind of how like the horn operates in there. But I like the fact that the hole in the front, to me, is like that's where the flame is going to come through when he breathes the fire, you know. So that's pretty awesome. And these flappy things on the side, where a lot of people didn't know what these were, because of the coloring on this one, I'm convinced now that these are some type of fins. You know, that's what they look like. They just look like fins right there. Here's the detail of the mouth right there. They could have improved this guy. They both have the floppy neck syndrome, and they decided not to do anything about that. So they both have that problem. Personally, I do not care for these ear thingies, ear horn type things, because I've noticed that they don't lock in place or anything, so they don't like stand well, and then over time they start to become loose, and a lot of times they just fall back on their own. So they seem real fragile. That's why I don't like those things. The horn on this one is slightly different from the horn on this one. This one actually has more detail. But you see, those are real small, minor differences, like I'm mentioning. You know, overall, they're really the same. You know, it's the same thing. So if you like Neo Drago, you will like this guy. You know what I mean? I'm not really a big fan of Neo Drago. I do think he has a solid transformation and everything, and I guess it's just preference, you know. I just never was a big fan. Now, the coolest part to me is what makes Ultra Drago so much better is this right here. This is spindle for Max's Helios, okay? And as you know, this one right here is for Max's Drago, and we can attach him right there because he has the peg holes, and you can create your own weird, crazy combination right here, you know? So that is what makes Ultra Drago a big improvement over Neo Drago. Other than that, really, they're, like I said, they are the same thing, you know? So is that a plus or a minus? Well, you could say that, hey, the evolution was cheesy, you know, it's not that much of an evolution. But then again, like I said, if you like Neo, it's not a disappointment because they're relatively the same. Compared to, like, let's say Tigrera or Gorum, when they evolved, a lot of people were disappointed in the evolution. With this one, you can't really be disappointed because, you know, it's pretty much the same mold there.